All right, hello everyone, and welcome. Got some GAC to play today in my Darth Loquitur account here. Come in against a full clear. My opponent's already wiped out everything on my side of the map for 1790 banners. He did a two-shot on the Queen Amidala team. I'm guessing that was intentional, right? That he intentionally two-shotted that. I tried to be a little bit tricky with my back wall. We put some decent teams back here. We got the Qui-Gon team, the Gungans, and I put the Sith Triumvirate team back here, hoping that maybe they would burn through some good stuff on the front wall and get stuck on the back wall. But I think at the end of the day, I weakened my front wall here too much. Like, I put the Remnant down here and one Galactic Legend, but two other teams that are pretty bad. So I tried to keep more stuff on offense, but I think without a couple more good teams here, maybe my defense is too easy now. But I took all this stuff on offense, so got to figure out where to make it work. We got lots of stuff to deal with. We got a Malicos team here with a Malicos Kron. We've got Jabba, Leia, Malicos down here, or Malgus, Malak, Malgus, Malicos, too many Mals. Malgus team that we need to deal with. So that Malgus team, I don't know. I feel like I'll probably just Sith Eternal it. We've got a Rey over here with what I would consider, just looking at it, it doesn't look to be a very strong team. It is a Relic 9 Rey, though, with the offense mod set. So, could be dangerous. So, I don't have much practice with my Starkiller team against Rey. But I feel like maybe that's a thing to do, right? Maybe I practice the Starkiller team here. And then I've got a Malicos team that I can look to take on one of these other teams with. So maybe, maybe I need to just practice some of these matchups. And if I win, I win. And if I don't, at least I get some more experience running these teams. Because I have to get familiar with this stuff, and I have to be able to make it work, right? So Starkiller against Leia. What do I play against Malicos? What kind of things would I be looking at against a Malicos team here? Let's go look. Let's see what other people are doing against Sirjunda. I feel like I've looked at this before, and it's mostly GLs. Malgus teams. Lots of Malgus and Galactic Legends. Wow. People are using Jabba against it. Gas has a 13% win rate. So I've got a Malgus team, but it's still really weak. I need a lot more relics on my Malgus team. All right, so let's say we do Bane against Leia. Probably Sith Eternal here, just to make sure we get it. My Night Sisters absolutely got destroyed against the last Jabba. I don't know what that team was doing, but man, they took apart my Night Sisters like they were made out of tissue paper. Do you have Balin? I do not have Balin, Mike Armstrong. I asked Kyber how he was doing at his GAC. He says, currently winning. We have an equal number of drops. I have full cleared. We'll see if he comes back or if he's given up. Starkiller smokes Ray, easy peasy. Just open up with getting Ray to the damage immunity, then Ben, then spread shock, and make sure you keep Ray inspired. Keep inspired off of Ray. Thorn says, good morning, DL. Hope you're doing well. Good luck, and may the force be with you. Thank you. Appreciate that. Okay, so if we have to use a Galactic Legend against this Malicos team, kind of the lowest barrier for entry here would be we've got our own Leia. I don't know. Maybe I'll just put Leia. I don't know. I think if other people have Ahsoka or Rey with Ezra, I think I'm just going to use Leia as my default. Like when I see Ezra Exile, I'll just try to beat him with Leia. So I want to keep her on offense. But like in this particular setup, I don't know exactly where to put her. So this stuff isn't that bad. If we have to one-shot Jabba, does that mean that we have to use SLKR there? Maybe we can't use Night Sisters if we want to not drop the battle. Okay, so Bane, SLKR, Sith Eternal, and that leaves me doing... I really don't want to use JMK there. I'd really prefer to save JMK to see what's on the back wall. My Malgus team isn't good enough. I suppose I could just use Leia there. So Leia, SLKR, Bane, see what's on the back wall, and take it from there. All right, let's get a couple Sith in here. See if we can get Bane to do some homework. We'll look for that data crown I have with a lot of armor penetration. All right, so this has a lot of armor penetration, a little bit of offense. It's a Rebel crown. It doesn't have any dark side stuff on it, but I feel like my Bane just needs to hit hard. And I found with him, for some reason, that armor penetration really seems to be superior. Doesn't Afra one-shot Jabba? I don't have Afra. Yeah, this account is 4 years old, so there's a lot of stuff that was happening, like all the stuff that happened in year 2 of the account was before Lightspeed bundles, and I was just making my way doing normal stuff that you would do with a year-old account. And then all the Lightspeed stuff came out, and I caught up on a bunch of things. So this isn't like an account that's had everything for a long time. This is an account that sort of, isn't very old, but kind of caught up in the middle. So I'm just now filling in Darth Revan. I still don't have Afra. No Lord Vader. Just got Starkiller a couple weeks back. So, yep, we're building the account as fast as we can go. All right, let's get in here and see if Bane can do his job. All right, let's do this. Okay, everybody goes into stealth. That's a huge surprise. That never happens. Oh, wait. No, it happens every time. Sorry. Okay. Oh, Mon Mothma. I was going to say, how's this dude back? But Mon Mothma has a res that's relevant to Drogon. So she's... Oh. I hit Drogon. He's got damage immunity on. My bad. All right, let's target R2 here. And we kill Leia with the splash. That's nice. 75 banners for our first victory. All right. Man, I really want to try the Night Sisters here. Whenever they work, that's such a free win. But we'll do it a little smarter, I guess. What's better here? Is it better to actually use the Night Sister version of this? SLKR is kind of like a two-trick pony, right? Let's look at Jabba counters and let's see how many people are using straight first order. Everybody so far is just straight first order. Afra in there. Lord Vader being used a lot. Yeah, so everybody's just using straight first order. Although a lot of these teams have Kylo Ren in them. You don't typically want Kylo Ren in there, right? Regular lineup works fine. I gotta tell you guys, I am not entirely... I'm not very good with this. Or my mods on this team aren't very good or something. Because there are a lot of times that it's just my SLKR versus his job at the end. Like I lose my whole team, and if I don't time my ult right, sometimes I even have lost this matchup. You don't need Kylo unmasked. What's the mod score on your opponent? I've been trying Bane against well-modded opponents, Leia Organa, and it's been less than successful. Do you have a bulk cron, especially with the damage immunity? Let's see. This cron here is the bulk cron, and it's a Kylo. I suppose I could put in this Kylo, and we just can't. Well, I mean, the point is you just can't do lash out, right? You don't want to gain turn meter. But what does that add to the team? I don't think it adds much to the team. Mike says, "Oh, I meant Kylo masked." Yeah, I have the Datacron for him. I think that's maybe why people are using it that way, just because they have the Datacron. So it's like if they have it, they want to use it, maybe. If you're using it on offense that way, it's not a big deal, right? Because you just don't give yourself turn meter and it's fine. All right, let's get in here. Make this happen. Do a little stabbing. I've got this time so that my first order officer actually goes first. And we can do that sweep. And then Hux can do the reset. And we can do another sweep. And we got somebody. Do some more stabbing. Okay. Leia's in rough shape. No taunt in the way right now. Let's just kind of strip the buffs off of him, I guess. Okay. We'll do the sweep with Chrysanthemum targeted here. This is kind of like the best I think I've ever done against Jabba. This is like, feels easy. All right, let's go. Let's go do exactly what Kyber mentioned. We're going to go take a look at mods real quick. Maybe this player just doesn't have very good mods, because that felt super easy. 9.8 million galactic power. Seven galactic legends. Oh, interesting. Okay, so he's also missing the Lord Vader like me. Interesting. Seems like a similar account. Let's take a look at mods. Mara Jade, fastest non-GL character, 341. Let's look at this Leia. Speed modded. Speed and health. I mean, it's not horrible, right? 18 speed, 21, 15, 16. Okay, so she's a little low on speed. Commander Ahsoka Tano, 336. Okay, so he prioritizes getting a lot of mods to 6 dots, but maybe not the very best speed. Interesting. I mean, it's not bad. But it's not like, you know, mod score 11 like we've seen with some of our recent opponents. Okay. So, against Seer, I should have wrote things down. What were we using against Seer here? Oh, Leia. Take Leia in here. If I took Leia here, and then I see Leia on the back wall, what do I have to deal with a back wall Leia? Because we already used Bane. So if he's got Leia on the back wall, that's a little bit of a trap for me, but you know what? We're just going to have to go with it. Just going to have to go with it. Because I don't quite know how else to allocate some of these resources. Let's put Fulcrum on here. I mean, she's hitting hard these days, right? And, I don't know, Old Ben or something. And then we can look for... We've got plenty of Rebel Datacrons in here somewhere. Armor penetration and offense. Bunch of potency. Unaligned force user stuff. This is health and protection. Bunch of armor penetration. We can take this. My Landocron. Starkiller versus Leia if it's on the back wall and you have the Kron. I do not have a Starkiller Kron. Let's go try to make one. I think I should have some reroll materials, so let's go see if I can make one real quick. All right, yeah, let's go in here. Okay. We just go all in on Malicos, right? Isn't that the way to go? I feel like that should be the way to go. Don't make one, it expires in a few days. Oh, man. Okay. Malicos going absolutely berserk over here. Wow. Okay. Stealth up here. Try to get another turn in here. Let's just keep picking away at Malicos, I guess. I was tempted a week ago, but not at this point. Okay, Malicos. Phew. All right, now there's a chance here that we could, theoretically, get somebody really low life, get to the ult on Leia, and then get back our... Ooh. We're going to try it. We're going to try to kill Ninth Sister with this ult. And Malicos prevents us from reviving, right? Never mind. Never mind. I was all excited there thinking I could get some banners back, but that ain't going to happen. Ray Scavenger. She can take a hit. Oh, wait. No, she can't. All right. Cal. 62 banners. Malicos went bonkers there for a second at the start, but other than that, it felt like killing a fly with an AK-47. Let's see. Let's go for some tanks. Tanks, but no tanks. Put in a couple of those. Put in a Wat Tambor. And that's probably all I need, right? We'll see if we can get... see if we get something decent for Dark Side here. 15% turn meter when they use a special ability. We could take that one. Is this the good Malicos Kron, though? I do have Malicos on offense, though, so... This is max health and protection. I think I would rather use that one on the actual Malicos team whenever I use it. Can't revive against Malicos. Yeah. Boris Balkan says, hey, Dio, good luck. All right. Yeah, I didn't prioritize a Star Killer Kron because I didn't have Star Killer, so I was just like, it's whatever. Okay, got our cooldowns cooled down. Now we can link all of the people with no hair, or at least no visible hair. The other guys with hoods might not have hair, we just don't know. All right. Yeah, let's just do a basic here. Although doing the special gets me 15% turn meter, so there's that. All right. Let's get some turn meter. Let's go. Wat Tambor, hanging tough. I'm going to relink just to take more turns. All right. Oh, nighty night, Inquisitor. All right, into the ult. Okie doke. Zap. All right. We kept the red one, red tank alive too. Look at that. Look at us go. All right, let's see what scary stuff is on this back wall. Oh, not too scary. I see a Grievous. That is Wandpa food. We've got Iden. Also Wampa food. I'll probably do Wampa against Iden. And then look for something different against Grievous. These two teams, this doesn't scare me too much, right? Kylo Ren is big, okay. But I'm sure there's something we won't take Enfys Nest there today. There are times where I would take Enfys Nest there. I have a question. How does Imperial Troopers beats Bo-Katan, right? I've never played it, but I have played a lot of Imperial Troopers. And these characters, I don't think they've got a big speed boost, right? For Mandalore. She's immune to daze if they're all... She ignores taunt. Okay. But there's like no free turn. There's no speed buff. .254 speed here. You need to start out in front or it goes bad fast. .238 speed here. 269 speed here. 285. So this is sub 300 speed across the board. 285, I think, was the fastest I saw. Now, I don't have Gideon on offense, but I believe Veers is still pretty fast in this lineup. 280. Piet's like 348 or something like that. Yeah, 348. So he'll be acting at 368. Stark is 310, so Stark is the bridge. So Stark at 310, he'll get 2 buffs. He will definitely go at 368, right? So, yeah, I'll get everybody. That means everybody will go. Piet's what matters, plus 20 from the lead. Okay. Do you see Nest Kron coming in next set? Maybe we'll have some chance to use their old tricks again. I love Nest. If they make a Nest Kron and it turns Nest into like Darth Bane for the season of a Datacron, I will Relic 9 my Nest. I don't care. I love the character. You know why I love the character so much? I love the character actually, in fact, in the movie. I think that was one of the coolest things. Disney has their whole girl power thing going on. And I guessed that. Like way early in the movie. I'm like, Enfys Nest is going to be a female character. And she pulled off the mask and she was, I just thought it was a cool character. And she was like, she's a paladin, right? She's a Star Wars version of a paladin. So I love the character. I love the character in the movie, and I like her in the game. So, yeah, it's pretty. Kylo Ren unmasked the same way. I hated the sequels, the last 3 movies. The reason I didn't like them was because, in my opinion, it was the exact same plot. Like if you watch number 7, it's the same plot. The characters' faces are different. But it's Luke, it's Han, it's all the same stuff, you know? Finn and Poe are just Han and Chewie. Rey is just Luke. And it's the characters are so much the same as the old characters that I hated it. And Kylo Ren's obviously supposed to be Darth Vader. But I actually liked Kylo Ren. What's that guy's name? Driver? Something? I thought he did a good job of pulling the character off. So I also like Kylo Ren unmasked because I actually like the Kylo Ren character. super version of the SK Kron. Oh, interesting. Finn was such wasted potential. Adam Driver. Thanks, Everett. Yeah. Yeah. So still to this day, even though their potential has much faded from what it once was, I still absolutely love Kylo Ren unmasked and Enfys Nest in the game. And I want them to be great again someday. It's like a poorly written reboot that wasn't even branded as a reboot, but worse yet, a sequel, in which is just an ugly twin. Yeah, it was so unimaginative. And by the third movie, the plot was just so bizarre. Like, not my Star Wars. I think that's my favorite thing to say about it, you know? The last three movies, just not my Star Wars. All right, let's get in here and make this happen. I'm going to target Beskar Mando first. Oh, never mind. I have to target Paz first, whether I like it or not. Okay. Well, we're just gonna make it happen then. I got tons of turn meter, so I'm not gonna do. Oh, okay. Maybe that was a bad choice. Holy cow! She wrecked me. Yeah, I think he is not dying, so we need to change tactics real quick here. Okay, there we go. Now let's, I'm going to do one punch on Grogu. Okay. And then we're going to drop the bomb on Grogu, and I think maybe the Dark Trooper has to take some counterattacks, because that's just the way life is. Okay. We'll get turn meter here. There's no buffs for me to remove. Let's put this one on Paz Vizsla, and then we can just go straight punchies to try to get turn meter. All right. And we'll leave Bo-Katan for last? Question mark? Questionable tactic. Okay, now we need turn meter. Come on. Let's go, guys. Turn meter. Okay, oh dear. I have troopers lying on the ground back here now. Okay, Snow Trooper's laying down, but apparently he's still in the game. Stark is laying down, but apparently still in the game. Guys, I have no idea how many troopers I actually have here. Piet is supposed to be the one that gets resurrected, right? Isn't it that the first time Piet dies, he comes back? And it looks like Piet's the only one that didn't come back. I don't know. It looked weird, but it went off. Okay. Piet revives everyone else. Is that true? Do I just have the Datacron wrong? I'm thinking of it wrong. So he revives everybody else, not himself. The first time he's defeated, if there's at least one other active... Oh, reveal all other defeated allies. Okay. Okay. I thought he came... I don't know why I thought that. I thought he came back. All right, though. Let's, while we're out here, let's go for a little fleet placement. Because, you know, it would be nice to get free crystals. Rank 12. Oof. All right, we'll practice this matchup of the Radish versus the Levi's. And I learned my lesson here. Always use the special ability on that tank. All right, let's try to put some damage on Ye Old Dagger. I'm going to spin off that days for now. Okay. That was stunningly bad. Bring in this Mark 417 Interceptor. There's like 12 different ships in the game called Interceptor. I may be exaggerating. That might be hyperbole. But feels like a lot. There's got to be at least 3 or 4 Interceptors, right? All right. We will... We're only at 60% on the alt, which is actually pretty bad. So this is going to take us to 80%, 90%, 80% only. Man. Brutal. All right, let's see what we can do here. All right, and Outrider disappears. This is looking pretty rough, y'all. Yeah, we'll go over here and try to kill the numbers ship. We're going to get the alt off, which is good for us, but he's got a lot of ships on the field still. Okay. Stuck on the tank now. Maybe if we can put them all on fire, that's good. Try to, you know, put something tanky out there. We'll do the spin. Oh, ability blocked me. I was going to say we'll do the spin move to get rid of, or to help save the Falcon. You know, we can do this now because it doesn't matter. Working toward the alt. And, you know, not pretty, but we're going to get there. I use this with my standard Rebel fleet because it shuts down other Rebel fleets. Nothing more satisfying than lighting all the Rebels on fire. All right. Getting that Bo-Katan team killed with the troopers feels like a free win. It also means that I will probably never put that Bo-Katan team on defense myself because that felt way too cheap to beat. It beats a lot of stuff in the game. But that was a very cheap matchup. Okay, let's keep going. Let's check guild event real quick. Make sure I've deployed. Yeah, we've deployed. We got Mandalore going here. Look at that, guys. We got Mandalore. We got Zepho. Raking in the loots. All right, in we go. Back to the challenge here. Okay, so we still have 2 Galactic Legends. We've still got JMK. And while I still need to practice my Starkiller matchup, I kind of feel like I just want to JMK this. Because I 100% know that that's going to work. My Starkiller team is still kind of weak. But I suppose I just need to practice it. Yes? Practice it? Oof. This is hard to commit to. I have literally never played the team. Literally never played the team. Palpatine, right? Mara Jade, Starkiller. I built this team somewhere. Don't know. I don't remember seeing it. Star Killer, and then I got to use like Ray in here. Wait, what? Oh. Threw me off for a second. And then who am I missing? Oh, like a Dark Side Ufu, right? Who do we have to put in here? Kylo Ren Unmasked we already used. I need a light side Ufu. Right. So she's my light side Ufu. Use Stick Ray, not JTR. My Stick Ray is really bad, though. Well, I mean, honestly, they both are. Ray Scavenger doesn't have any... Oh, one Jedi. One Jedi. Okay. So who do we want as our Jedi then? I swear I made this team somewhere. I made this team somewhere. Where did I make this team? Because I took a picture of it. I took a picture of the team to put with my weekly update. Now I can't figure out where I made the team. It's driving me a little crazy here, guys. All right, let's see who we have for Jedi that's remaining. Wow. I clearly didn't save somebody good for this. Oh, this is driving me crazy. All right, here's what we're going to do. We're going to go to a lightsaber screen. Old Ben. Well, if I intended to put Old Ben there, then since then I've used him up. Yeah, I did have Old Ben. I did put Old Ben in the team. That was my intention, apparently. But we have thrown that away. I'll use General Kenobi with... I mean, I still have JMK. So JMK team, I still have a JML team. How important is it to have a good Jedi in here? Because I could just throw, like, Kanan in here. A Jedi tank is what you want. All right, well, let's look for something good here. I could just play the Malicos version of the team. I don't have to have Malicos somewhere else at the moment. Right? What if I just play the Malicos version of the team? I've still got 2 Galactic Legends. I still haven't dropped a battle yet. Okay. So due to bad planning, we already used our Ben. with Leia. So let's use this instead. Cal. And we want another unaligned force user here, right? Isn't that the gimmick? And I think I will use Jedi Training Ray here. So what if we use that team? Do you have Maul? I do have Maul, but the Maul team is non-relic. So no Canderous, Gar Saxon, Super Commando, they're all Gear 12. So it's kind of a mediocre. Tenacity, Health Steal, Potency, Crit Chance, Damage Immunity for 2 turns at the start. I don't think the damage immunity is helping me that much. This has Armor Penetration, Crit Damage. Probably better for us here. All right, let's take this team. And maybe we'll make up for our lack of Zetas and Omicrons by, you know, using a better version of the team. Okay. So which one? Dispel all debuffs on target. See, this is the problem. Without the Omicron, we're not dispelling Ray. And then Jedi Training Ray here. Okay. So get Ray into damage immunity, you guys said. Right? Okay. Get Ray into damage immunity, you said. Okay, and then get Ben into damage immunity. Was the statement. Okay. And then we can actually kill him right now, right? Probably not for good, but we can at least make him have to come back. Be mindful of her inspired. Okay. Oh, and then this should work, right? This should... Oh, wow. They both lived. That's, impressive, I must say. Damage immunity. All right, 61 banners. Get a little practice with that. Hit Ray, now take her out. Boom, easy. All right, Phoenix. What do we do against this Phoenix nonsense? I feel like there's a lot of stuff that kills Phoenix, but I also don't want to make a mistake and get trapped against them because they're like a stupid good team now. It's funny, for years, Phoenix were the laughing stock of Star Wars Galaxy of Heroes. Like, this is your starter team, and you started out with them, and then they were just awful forever after, you know? But now they're like a clutch team. We've still got this, right? Like, gas must beat them, I would think. This will give you more critical damage stacking until the end of battle. Sure, why not? Tons of armor penetration and offense. Tuskens. I don't have Tuscans. I think I have like the I do have the pack. Now that I think about it, I do think I bought that pack. So I don't have the Tuscans built. Maybe I should. Maybe I should build them. I mean, they've got mods on them, but they're only Tuscans in the academic sense. All right. Tuscans kill Phoenix. That's interesting. I don't think that's a reason for me to build Tuscans, honestly. Let's go for Zeb. Sure. This isn't exactly a high banner win. I think this is going to end up coming down to ships. So my ships are a little bit weak compared to other people who have the Leviathan. So I think that's what it's going to come down to. Do I have the ships to deal with his ships? And if he stops me there, then we lose. But I think we're going to be able to full clear the character stuff. They wiped the floor with Phoenix and Phasma. Interesting. All right, we got this Zori Bliss team here. We can use a Galactic Legend on it. We don't have to take any chances. We've still got a Galactic Legend for the back wall. So maybe we use Jedi Master Luke here. Throw in some Jedi. And I probably don't need this many Jedi, but I really want to overkill this and make sure that no bad things can happen. Use them on the back wall Phasma team since you didn't use them on Phoenix. You'll see what I mean. Even with crap mods, it won't matter. There's an argument for putting gas on defense because it gets low banners on offense. It is true. It is true. That is not a high banner team. I know we have something in here that has protection. There we go. 27% protection. It's not light side mechanics, though. It's kind of garbage. %, protection. Okay, we'll take that one. Alrighty. We've still got JMK to use somewhere. Oops. Yeah, we can't retarget Zori, unfortunately. She's still hiding. Stealthing. All right, let's just keep this going. Do more assist with him because that's fun. We're not even going to get to the execute. Talk about hitting a gnat with a hammer. Oof. 65 banners. Also, everybody, remember to like the stream. Yeah, like the stream. Use your like sabers. All right, let's see what he's got for. Ooh, okay. All right. So we've got a non-marauder negotiator. We've got a rebel fleet under Akbar, the home one. All right, so this is an eminently beatable fleet. So Grievous steals banners very easily. So what we could do, we could take Wampa against Grievous to get good banners. We could take... Do the Tuscans deal with this Kylo if he also has this Kron? I have too many good tools in my toolbox to even worry about that. Right? I think Tuscans is for another day when I don't need to guarantee a full clear. So we can use like CLS against this team or something. We've got Radis. The Radis team is usually good for full banners. It won't matter, it'll be stun locked. Do they have healing immunity? You'll get full banners with Tuscans. Well, I will look at Tuscans. I mean, I'm here to play a game, but I'm also here for entertainment purposes. So let's take a look. We've only got one Zeta on the whole team. And that's just because this Zeta happens to be on his level 7. So they have level 7 skills. They don't even have like the Omega version of their skills. Right? Complete garbage mods. I've never even worked on them. We're going to try it. I'm going to try it. I'm going to try your suggestion. Dark Side tank. Are any of these characters tanks? I don't think they are. Okay. Bunch of crit damage. All right. I'm taking your word for it. A Dark Side turn meter cron. Do I still have a turn meter cron? Health and protection. They start the battle with turn meter. Dark Side allies use an ability they gain turn meter. That's the one we want. The one up top. Oh, you want to use the one with the starting turn meter? Start the battle with. Okay. All right. I mean, this is an Imperial Trooper cron, but it's got the mechanic you're saying you want. And it's got a ton of armor penetration, a little bit of offense, a little bit of crit damage. So it's not bad. All right. Now, what do I do here? Is there any meaningful buttons that I have to click? Or do I just, you know, click whatever I want and the Tuscans win? Okay. I don't know. I don't even know what these abilities do. I've literally never actively played the Tuscans for any reason, like ever. Just do all the buffs and then it's irrelevant. What do you call a pachyderm that doesn't matter? Irrelevant. This is taking a long time. Auto. All right. Tank down. Let's go for this TIE pilot next to get this Omicron out of here. The full banner thing. I'm not seeing the full banner thing here. We're missing an awful lot of protection on our guys. Are they going to gain protection back somehow? Is the question. Because they do not look to be gaining protection back. Let's target Kylo here just for a second and see. It looks like we're chewing through his life. Okay. I'm not too worried about it then. All right. So the victory looks like a success. The full banners, looks like it's not going to be the case. Yeah, we're gonna end up missing out on 4 banners, I think. All right, 1 Tuscan down. And we are not beating this guy so far. Okay. Got some good hits there with our stacks. Yeah, with that Datacron, he's got a lot of healing potential, recovery. And his stunning is, he's not as stunned as I would like for him to be. For sure. Come on, get him. Alright, we got him. I don't get why he's not stun locked. I'm telling you, there's probably a heck of a lot of what those Tuscans do within the Omega abilities. Let's just look, just for fun, just for entertainment. Like Tuscan Warrior here. Damage over time, attack again, momentum. Look at all the stuff that's tied to his Omega skills. 5 stacks of momentum. Additional effects based on momentum. So that's the thing. I mean, with none of these skills here, that's not so relevant. Speed up. We don't have any speed up. Offense up duration. So, yeah, just these Omega skills would have made a lot of difference. Tuscan Raider, harmful effect chance, cooldown -1, strength in numbers. Yeah, so especially for the Warrior and the Chieftain, you know, if I'm going to use those, we've got to get, like, we've at least got to get the Omega skills on them. Oh, yeah. Yeah, that's huge. That's the damage over time thing. We don't even have that. Yeah, so I'll have to take a look at them. I just double checked mine are all still level 7s. Kylo solos this, says Everett. Well, all right. I mean, we still got to win, right? We still... It wasn't the most fantastic of banners, but we still got to win. All right, so let's Wanpa here. And let's go for something with... This seems good. Just health, crit, protection. This is basic stuff. In we go. Kylo wasn't spamming his second special. Oh, you mean the area of effect thing? He wasn't doing that. I definitely apologize for being wrong about the banners, but I'm genuinely shocked. I've used it since the Lightspeed bundle dropped and never had any issues. It's no problem. It's no problem. Right? So, like, if I decide to do something like that, it's my choice. Even if it didn't work out, I wouldn't be mad at you. I mean, you gave me a suggestion, but it's my choice to try it on stream. So, yeah, I mean, I like the suggestion. I'd like trying new things and seeing what works, and I think that's good for everybody. Everybody watching, as well as everybody playing, which happens to be just me at the moment, but all right, Droideka, let's go. Oh, one-shotted. See you later. I killed Grievous with the splash damage from a Wamp. I love my Wampa. My Wampa is so cool. I wish I could put sunglasses on my Wampa. I probably could. I mean, just edit some art with an editor. Put sunglasses on Wampa. All right, Iden Versio. What's this looking like? Yeah, let's take Jedi Master Kenobi against an Iden Versio team. Seems good. All right. Let's target this guy and reset Cat. Oh, beautiful. I'm going to send Ahsoka over to kill a shore trooper. Oh, we didn't make it. Try again. Better. Better. All right, Stark, get on out of here. And as soon as we can see the scout trooper, we will make him sad. Okay. Got the ult coming up. They adapt or they die. Okay, let's do the ult here and remove all those buffs so that when we do this, 66 banners. Okay. There ain't no party like an overkill party. Let's evaluate the respective strengths of these teams. Is the home one team more powerful than the Radis team? I think it probably is, right? Does the finalizer gets wrecked against the home one? Home one comes in with that big mass assist and just crushes. Is there a reason we would want to use the Executrix against this team? We could use, like, we could use this team, but instead of doing it this way, we could kick the TIE fighter and put in the bomber up front so that we can light everybody on fire right away. And we could play it with the Chimera or the Executrix. If we play it with the Executrix, we'll have more little guys. I feel like they just kill our TIE Advanced super fast, though. That's okay, though. We'll still get... If all... Okay, so that happens right at the start of battle. It gets cooled down instantly. What do you guys think? Anybody in chat have an opinion? Should we try this Executrix? And that would leave me with, like, the Profundity against the... I'm not helping on fleets. My account's too young. I'm no help. All right. All right. I feel like this should work against a rebel team under home one. I'm more afraid of the Radis fleet than I am the Home 1 fleet. Maybe that's wrong. I thought Home 1 countered Empire fleets. The TIE Bomber is nasty. I mean, the TIE Bomber almost single-handedly takes out the threat. Old meta. Well, we still technically have one battle we can drop. Radis is magically strong in GAC. I agree. I have problems with the Radis fleet. Scythe might be the key. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. We're going to try it. I think they're just going to mass assist and kill my Vader instantly, which I honestly don't mind too much. Let's ability block here. They kill the Scythe. Wow. What just happened? What was that? What was that? What just happened? I'm so confused. Destroyed both of my added ships, as well as my Scythe, in one shot. How is that even possible? All right, now we got to deal with this nonsense. Big hit, Vader. All right, big hit. Finish up this Falcon. Magically strong. Start with the TIE Bomber as your first reinforcement. Get all the dodges from the 3 TIEs at the start and turn meter boost. Once burning happens, you just win. Yeah, I mean, I feel like against the Rebel fleet, putting it in first is really kind of the way to go. All right, let's take Profundity here. Profundity is pretty good at killing that Anakin right away. And then we'll take Executor against the Radis fleet. Okay. In we go. And we'll hit Anakin at first. And if I can hit him hard enough, it'll put him in stealth. And the cool thing is, if you put him in stealth before your capital ship's first turn, like that, then you can do this ability and put a mark on him. And even though they're going to put the unending loyalty back on him right away, which is good because we don't want the enemy capital ship using the stupid ability that dazes everybody, right? We didn't want that anyway. And now we can peel off the unending loyalty. He still has mark, so he can't go back into stealth. It's a pretty effective way to deal with it. We'll bring in the Phantom 7 for a quick reinforcement strategy here. All right, let's remove his protection. And I think we're just going to stay on that guy. Get him out of here. There's no Ahsoka, so that's nice. Let's bring in the Ghost. There's no buffs to remove at the moment, so seems good. All right, there's the days. There's the days that we were promised. Okay. Oh, here comes Ahsoka. No, Plo. Plowing me up. All right, we'll spin that days off. We'll cleanse this days off. And that way we've got full rebel assistiness. That's a word, guys. Assistiness. You can look it up in the dictionary. It's specifically to do with the profundity fleet. All right. Yeah, let's just try to finish this out. I don't think there's... I feel like I want to do the alt, but I also feel like if I just do that skill, I'll get full banners and everybody will be at full protection and we'll get like 73. Ooh, 74 even. Nice. Okay. Banners where we can get them, y'all. And, you know, this seems good. I hear the Punishing One's a good ship. I run Defender, Emperor, Shuttle, and Gauntlet. And the first reinforcement is the Bomber. Okay, let's just target Ray and see what happens. Good things have happened. Good things. All right, let's target Ray some more. I would consider that more good things happening. All right, let's target back there on Poe. Edgar Allan. Everybody's back up to full. Look at this. Look at how much healing. That's crazy, right? We can bring in Slave 1 and do the bomb, and he may have protection back, but he didn't get his life back. So off he goes. It's a 73 banner win there. Okay. 1817 full clear. All right. Tar D Ren down. Nice. Oof. That was a pretty good little GAC. I didn't drop a battle anywhere, huh? Yeah, I mean 1800 pretty much means no drops. Wow, look at that. I was worried using my Leia on this Malicos team because I thought sure that we were going to end up on the back wall with a really nasty surprise. But, yeah. All right. Full one shot, says Mike Armstrong. Nicely done. Cool. Well, you guys, anybody interested in seeing some Alpha League? I could play some Alpha League. I looked at some stuff earlier this week, and I've developed a new theory, a new concept that I've been playing with.
I didn't get that. Could you try again?
I said theory, not Siri. Get out of here. Thinks I'm talking to her. It bothers me that Rose's ship is a very large bomber, but it's smaller than Poe's fighter in the game. It needs a little sign that says not to scale. That would be funny. I was playing D&D last Thursday night, and there was a part of the map that said not to scale. I took my character token and I put it directly under there. I don't think anybody ever noticed, but my character was like hanging out on the side of a building. Not to scale. It was funny, like in 3 different ways, because my character was then scaling the building and also my character was not to scale. It made me laugh. I don't know. I thought it was funny. I also made a really bad dad joke. There was a group of bad guys that we were passing by, and they shot a bunch of nets at us. So after I made my saving throw, I said I dodged the woman. And, of course, the DM asked, "What are you talking about? Dodged a woman?" I said, "Yeah, I had to make a saving throw versus a net." It wasn't that funny, but even jokes that aren't that funny still make me laugh. I don't know why. Even if all I get is a groan, an eye roll, slap to the forehead, it's all good. It's all good. All right, let's pull up a little bit of Alpha League here. So here's my new operating theory. There's a few characters in the game where their traits kind of define how well they do. And so I've been playing a strategy that's based on leveling characters up more than getting them certain skills or whatever. And then playing off of that strategy. So like here, we can play Helsing. And I'll just play a strategy where I try to level him up. We try to get him to at least level 20 by the end of the game. And if we can get some decent skills and also pull down 4 of his passives, there's 4 out of his 6 passives that are good. So every time you get a level up, you're offered 3 options. So as long as 4 out of the 6 are good, you can't get a screen that doesn't have one of the 4 that you want. So with that being the case, if we get to level 20, we will have the 4 skills that we want, the 4 traits. Helsing is a losing champion at first. So you can't use things like Copy Ninja or Learn by Doing. There's several of those very helpful level up things that you literally can't use with Helsing because he's so weak in the early game. But his curve is like super steep, right? So he starts off on a losing streak, pretty much. But then once you turn him around in the middle of the game, he turns around pretty hard, and you either go straight up from there or you go down the rest of the way. One or the other. But yeah, he's a super weak early champion. His passives are really good, though. Let's take a look at his traits. I'll show you what I'm talking about. So if we look at the traits for Helsing, his passive gives, as long as they have vulnerable, they have 30% less armor and magic resistance, and this skill makes that another 30%, which is huge. Colin's Apple, normal attacks apply 50 vulnerable stacks. Awesome. This says while they're vulnerable, you gain 60 armor and magic resistance and become harder to hit. And then depending on which arena you're in, Dead Scream or Etherealization are good. Okay. We're going to take Loot Master here. I should not have been in the library on the artifact, but I was, so that's my bad. Yeah, it's going to take us a while. With this build, we didn't get a really good level up thing because unfortunately I went to the library at the wrong time. But yeah, so after the first carousel, it'll be after the second carousel before we turn it around. We'll have 7 losses, guys. We will lose 7 times with Helsing. And that's okay. And that's okay. We got to learn to make that okay. All right, so this should get us up to 1,000. Yeah, 1060. So we're at full interest now. Somebody pointed out to me that I'm a moron. So, you know what? Let's take Death Touch here. And it'll be a good opportunity to re-roll this. Sure, we'll take attack suppression next round. But yeah, so I was in this routine where I was trying to save into the monster round all the time. But they pointed out that you don't actually collect interest in the monster fight. You only ever collect interest for having money in the bank on character fights. So my strategy of like maximizing my money doesn't actually get you interest on the monster fight. So, but then I find that I still want to do that. That cycle works really well for me. Kind of saving money. And then when you go through the monster fight, we're going to get vulnerable here for sure. When you go into the monster fight, getting money back to back, a lot of times I'll spend down. And then when I get to the monster, I'll get back to 1,000 and start collecting interest again. So the timing of that works out sometimes. But yeah, you don't actually collect interest on the monster round. I don't know why I thought that. I mean, I really thought you collected interest on the monster round, but you don't. You just get income. Okay, so what we do with Hellsing. There's Toxin, Vulnerable, and there's Frost. And there's interactions between, like here with Frost and Poison. So for every 20 Frost stacks, you do additional poison damage. So by the end of this build, what's going to happen? We're going to try to have preemptive Frost, preemptive Poison, and preemptive Vulnerability on an enemy all at the same time. And then in the opening seconds of the battle, they're going to take super amplified damage from all of those sources. And if the build comes together, you'll watch their life bar just go chunk, chunk, gone. The burst damage is insanity. So we're going to need to stabilize. I don't see a lot of direct poison, so we'll take Plague Source here. We'll take Spear of Healing to get another healing. We'll take that to get another healing. And then when you make an enemy vulnerable, we could put Frost on them or we could put Poison on them. We'll go Frost for now. And then I am going to take Poison Surge right now because I always want there to be poison stacks on so that if we do make the enemy vulnerable, that there's a damage source that's ticking through the vulnerables to take advantage of it. No. We were supposed to lose streak. We were supposed to lose streak for 7. The lose streak is now stopped at 4. Disaster. Disaster for our economy. What do I do now? So I have two choices. I can either just, let it go and probably lose a few more matches, or I can actually try to get on my win streak now. I don't think we've got enough stuff to go on a win streak with Hellsing yet, though. He is really dependent on leveling up and his passive. All right, so we're not gonna go crazy here. Antidote is good. Let's take a look at the dashboard. Well, so far nobody's actively building poison. All right, fine. We'll go with Plague Source. I don't want the shield skill right now. Anti-freezing, I think, is... Frozen Touch, though, we kind of really want to establish. Frozen Touch. Sure, let's do that. Frost Plague again. Heal Spring again. And I'm winning. I won again. My goodness. There's something wrong with this. Okay, we're going Bounty Hunter so that we get extra gold. Player damage times 30. And that's our signal to really go all in. So at this point, we're going to take Mana Drain here. Radar Malfunction do we need? Doesn't look like a bunch of champions that want mech. We'll take this. Frost Plague again for sure. We want all of those burst damage sources fully online. Mana Shield seems reasonable. Shield Surge just to get shields. Healing Suppression. Bloody Curse we'll have to take. And then Preemptive Pain. get a level up. Collins Apple we'll start with, and that'll let our basic attacks put vulnerable stacks on. Okay. This means, Bounty Hunter means we have to do a win streak. It only occurs when you win a battle. So, interest has become less interesting. I think attack suppression here, just to Frost Plague again. Death Touch again. Reroll the mech stuff. I don't know. Given my mech's hit points might not be bad at this point. We'll take it. I'll sit on 240. I can still collect interest. I just need to make sure that I stay in a winning position. Oh, that was the Plague ult. That was about to be me dead in a couple seconds. Okay. We're picking dead last on the carousel now. There is a vulnerable up. Never mind. He grabbed it. I'll probably get mech. I don't mind mech. Whatever we get, we're going to get +3 of. Oh, I get attack. All right, so I got like 7 attack skills off of that pickup, because that's what I was able to get there. So now we're suddenly in weaponry. I mean, we didn't really want to be in weaponry, but there we are. Damage reflection, I think, is good. Counter just gets us some shields. I don't actually mind that. Healing suppression, we got to start taking some of this. Okay, Spear of Healing. It's giving us weaponry. I guess we're going to be in weaponry. Wind Missile. Just damage sources. All right, so we're getting pretty melty. We're getting pretty melty. When we get to level 10, hopefully we can get that -30% additional skill. And that'll start to be brutal. Shield Interfere is really good. It prevents enemy shields. Shields and vulnerables cancel out. So the more we can stop the enemy from getting shields, the more powerful we are. Heal equals freeze. Let's take that. Let's re-roll this. We can take Fierce Counter. I really don't want to be buying weaponry, though. I really want to get back to getting vulnerable skills. Maybe a little more mech. A little more toxin. Start getting those. What we need is frost, toxin, and vulnerable. We need all those at the start of battle things with Helsing. Okay, we got another preemptive pain, another 300 stacks of vulnerable up front. That's a pretty big deal. We're sitting on 1280. So, to spend or not to spend? That is the question. Thunder Force gives us more damage up front. We really don't want it, though. Devouring Blade we'll take. Frost Counter. Anti-freezing. Okay, here we get Evil Spreads. That's going to make us even more bursty. All right, this guy's got 2 mechs on the battle at the start. That's a lot of damage to get through. We didn't quite make it. We didn't quite make it. So, Bounty Hunter. Ooh, Anti-Bank. I'm in on Anti-Bank. That's going to help us finish out our leveling. All right, Anti-Bank gives us extra levels in skills, but we no longer collect interest. So this is the point where we just sell out everything we've got. Attack suppression. Again, I just don't want to be in weaponry. I don't want it. Oh boy. Oh boy. Just giving me weaponry over and over again. When you take damage, let's do an anti-freezing here. Cold Wound because it has vulnerable written on it. Mana Drain to make it harder for them. Frost Counter. Preemptive Frost, that's what we're looking for. Healing Spring we'll take. Damage Reflection we'll take. Just more vulnerable stuff. Reroll the shield garbage. Mana Spring, Mana Drain again. And then I might take Magic Mark. I don't want to be in spell. I don't want to be in spell. I'll re-roll that next turn when I get my free re-roll. New trade. Ah. Oh, I'm not playing. I've finished my Grand Arena. So we got a full clear on Grand Arena. And I'm playing a new game that I've been messing around with called Alpha League. So it's a little battler game. You got characters. The characters get skills off of cards. What we're doing right now, we're doing a draft on a carousel and getting more free cards. And all of those cards add up skills. The characters all have traits that you can level up. There's artifacts in the game. So there's a bunch of little random things that you have to try to pull together a really good build. And then your character over and over again just keeps battling against other people's characters. When you deal damage, add 3 stacks. Preemptive poison is a must-have for this build. Okay. We didn't get our... Okay. We can't take the magic... We can't take the loss in magic damage one, so we'll take the Scream. This build doesn't rely on attacking. So, Frost to slow the enemy down, Vulnerable to do the killing, Plague to do lots of damage, Preemptive Pain right there, another Preemptive Poison. This is so good for us. We're getting just what we need. So if the enemy, sheeps us and tries to prevent us from playing our game plan, it doesn't matter. Like, most of what we do to kill a person is completely passive. It's going to happen whether we're standing up or not. All right, let's watch. Let's see how fast this guy dies. Okay, here we go. Oh, shields. He has a ton of shields. So shields cancel out vulnerables, like I said. So like all of the starting vulnerability that I put on him canceled out with all of his starting shields that he has from his skill picks. So I didn't get to melt him. He was not meltable. Okay, we'll take the poison here. Light Spear is another source of damage. Revival Breath is another source of healing. We'll take it. I really want vulnerable skills, though, here. Preemptive Poison 600. Can't pass it up. Now we got to start re-rolling and really just looking for vulnerable. There's a vulnerable. Re-roll. Reroll. Reroll. We didn't get any vulnerables. We're on 200 gold. Oh, whew, that was close. If we get to 40 vulnerable, it'll amplify all the stacks that we put on by a bunch. So, come on. Iron Skin, I think, is worth taking here. Healing Spring is too late. Iron Skin we'll take again. Okay, here we get another vulnerable. So let's actually take the Curse Interfere one, and then we'll get our gold final skill, and we'll get that activated. All right, this character, boom. just instant doom. Death Erosion. Now we're looking for a Toxin. Although this ain't bad. Let's take that. And we get another Toxin skill too. My goodness. And then Gale Sword. I mean, maybe we take Gale Sword at this point. So these are the 4 passives that I wanted, right? I got to the level, and we got all 4 passives that we want. Normal attacks are adding vulnerable, reducing resistances, ultimate damage doing a bunch of damage, and while they're resistant, we gain, or while they're vulnerable, we gain resistance. So it's a little bit of everything that we want. That mech skill that I took, halfway, when you're at half life, it summons another little mech, and that little mech takes half the damage that you take. It takes half the damage for you. So if we summon a 300 hit point mech on the way down, it's 300 damage that we don't have to take. So it's a little speed bump. to help us, like in these burst versus burst fights. I think just adding damage, doing more damage, poison surge, death touch, doing more damage, arcane storm, fantastic. We'll start out with the alt with arcane storm. Okay, so this character's taking a little longer to kill because she has like full mech. So if we go here and look, she's built mech like all the way out. So she's got a bunch of extra hit points with extra mechs. Frost, maybe healing suppression. I don't know. Preemptive shield might not be bad here. And then flying shield is another damage source. So we'll take that next turn. So you see she turned me into a sheep, and I spent most of that battle as a sheep, but it just doesn't matter. Like what I'm doing isn't relying on me attacking. So the sheep stuns you, it prevents you from attacking, but all of our stuff, not all of our stuff, but a lot of it's passive. Flying shield is a damage source, we'll take that. Spell sharpness we'll take. Flying shield, more damage. We need one frost. There's a frost. Snow avalanche, more damage. All right. Super melt. Oh, and then we get the attack skill too. Holy cow. All right, so super damage build now. She's going to start out with 2 mechs, and you're just going to see those mechs disappear instantly. She got the third one. And that's Helsing, right? He starts out on a 7-loss streak, or in this case, I didn't go 7 losses. But he ends the game with just like this massive damage. But it's all based on these traits, right? So you just play your artifacts, you play your abilities and skills just to level up to get to level 20. So that's my strategy. That's like how I'm working with Alpha League. We'll play another game here. So depending on the arena, depending on what champs are available, I'll pick one of 5. And right now, the 5 that I'm picking from, Helsing, Aloya, Alicia, Malachite, and Asuka. And I would say Malachite's probably the worst out of those, but I have to have 5 champions because theoretically, if I only practice 4, there's 12 total skills. In each round that you play, there's 8 available skills and 4 of them that get banned. Each champion is associated with a skill, so if I only have 4 champions that I like, I could go into an arena theoretically where all 4 of those skills, it's statistically unlikely that that could happen, but I could literally be banned out of my 4 best champions. So I've got to have 5. The tournament rules say that you have to play a different champ in each round. So I'm preparing 5 different champions, all of whom I feel like their traits are important. Okay, this starts us at level 5, so we'll actually start out with a trait right away. This is another perfect Helsing arena. It's another great Helsing. But I'm going to look for something else. Let's try this Crunch Mech. Let's try Malachite. All right, so his traits, he's got 4 traits that are based on his health and his size. So he gets healthier and he gets bigger. He's got 2 traits that give him a massive attack speed boost. What I've found is that the attack speed boosts are actually quite punishing because each one of them has a trade-off. 80% attack speed minus 30% offense. And then the other one is 80% attack speed and minus 80% on his ult. And both of those things are too punishing. So I feel like you build this guy and you pick everything that's not one of his attack speed skills. His deal is that he has a really super high attack damage right from the start of the game, but a super slow attack speed. So his attack speed is garbage. And we're going to take 500 hit points and 50 armor. It'll just give us more durability in the early game against people who are doing basic attacks. We're a health champion, so we're definitely going to take everything with these health symbols. And I have built this guy where I focused a little too much on like getting inner fire or other damage interactions. And if you don't really focus on his health and get him to really high health, it really doesn't work. Oh, Apotheosis is in here. He is a fantastic player. Oh man, I'm fighting against him right away. Yeah, he's really good. He's really good. I always like playing in arenas with him. A lot of times we're fighting for like first and second place, it seems like. I need luck. It's better than being good, and I need a pony. I could do Copy Ninja. Copy Ninja requires you to win, but it is a way that you can level up pretty quickly. So we're going to try it. We're going to go Copy Ninja, and then we're going to go all in on trying to find skills that are going to help us win here. Corruption. We're going to do Undying Phoenix. We'll do Curse Surge here. We'll do more Curse Surge. We'll do Plague Brand. Corruption Breath. Reroll this crit stuff because I really don't want crit. Cremation is interesting. Final Prophecy. Let's do Final Prophecy for now. More stuff that I really don't want. So I'm actually going to sit on this for a turn. Reroll it next turn. But Copy Ninja requires us to win. So collecting interest and going on a losing streak is not in the cards if we want to do Copy Ninja. 40% chance to copy 3 skills from the enemy. Sometimes you get lucky and copy a bunch of skills like several turns in a row, and so every time you fail to copy, it goes up by 20%. So even when you fail to copy, you get a better chance of getting it next time, but 40% is pretty bad. I've had it go like a 5-win streak where I only ever copied once. All right, we got to copy right away, so 3 skills, and it just randomly distributes them, but that's fine. We don't care. We're just looking to fill skills. When you get these skills to 8, 16, 24, and 40, it gives you a level on your character. That's how you level up your traits. So our focus for this is going to be to level this character up. Cremation, Plague Brand, I think we take. Flame Surge just gives us inner fire. Okay, we're almost spent out. We don't want this. Maybe we take this just because it's got a arm printed on it. Anything with health is good for us. Okay, and you see we do big chunks of damage with our ult. His ultimate ability right here is just 4 basic attacks. So that's why when you give up attack power for attack speed, then his ult sucks. Ooh, we got 2 copies in a row. We've already copied 6. That's pretty great. Someone's been creeping on your evasion. Soulfire says I've only got 5% evasion. Okay, so we're going to pick almost last on this carousel. Inner Fire is good for us. We're taking Inner Fire. Yeah, sure. So Inner Fire stacks are going to help us with attack speed. Inner Fire stacks provide mana regen, attack speed, and projectile speed. A third of them decay every second. So we're going to keep our attack high, and we're going to use Inner Fire to increase our attack speed. That's the gimmick. All right, we'll keep going in here. This gives us health. Any health that we can get on this character is not bad. Let's take this, and we can damage reflection we'll take for sure. Damage reflection is every 1.5 seconds you do damage equal to the shield stack advantage, which I'm not stacking shields, but it has a minimum. So it says on the skill card, it says minimum damage like 15 or 20 damage or whatever it is. So those are really great. They're little free damage sources that if anybody's playing this game, whenever you see these, even if you're not in these skills, if you pick it up and it's just another damage source, it's actually pretty good. Okay. Ordered formation. I think I'm going to re-roll this. I'm just really wanting to find some health stuff. Okay, we found some health stuff. And then this we can re-roll. All right. Level 7. Not leveling up quickly, but you can see we're getting some in all of these skills. And if we can keep copy ninjaing people, basically it doesn't even matter what skills we steal. We're not trying to steal like certain skills or their best skills or whatever. We just want to fill up. We just want to fill up our bar. All right. So far not doing too bad. Copy Ninja has gotten us 9 skills. Typically, if you get a skill artifact, it gives you 5 skills. So we're already ahead of what we could get. It's already gotten us good value. We're at 7 evasion, 7 toxin. If we can pick up those skills. Here's another damage source. When you dodge or crit, you can potentially do damage. So we'll pick that up. And toxin gets us another level. Evasion denying is good for us. We'll take that. Soul offering, when you gain inner fire, do damage. We'll take that. Ordered formation is more health. We always like health. Crushing force. Okay, we didn't get a toxin, but now vulnerable is looking like it gives us a level up as well. Let's see if we can ninja something off of here. Maybe we can ninja a skill off of him that'll level us. K has been reworked. I think K is still one of the worst champions in the game. I really feel like he does not have a lot of potential. Okay, anti-bank. Anti-bank is going to give us more experience. Let's level up faster. Flying shield, let's take it. Anti-bank says we literally can't gain interest anymore ever. So we're going to spend everything every time. We'll take that. It's got a... when you take damage, gain inner fire. Probably ought to do that. And then we can do inner fire at the start of the battle. All right. Here we've got the 2 attack speed ones. So we'll pick the health one. 200 health for every victory. It's retroactive. So all of the victories that we've already have count. And you can see like all of these little portals that open up and some other kind of damage comes out that's not our red fireball. Those are all those little extra damage sources that I've been picking up. All right, this guy's got 4,800 health already. Oof. That's too much for us. All right. Gain inner fire, do damage. Inner fire at the start. There's no frost in the arena. See, this is the problem now. I'm too much in inner fire. I really need to get back to health skills. We got to build health in this champ. All right, so from now for a while until we get to like 24 health, if we steal stuff from people, that's fine. But otherwise, we're looking for health. We really need to get this guy stacked up on health. I got a win yoinked from me. All right. We get to pick third. I think we take vulnerable here. Or maybe we should take shield. Maybe we just stick with inner fire. Maybe we just stick with inner fire. All right, health. Yeah, here's more inner fire. Yikes. Okay. Rebirth flame. We'll take that when we can afford it. Okay, so we're at level 12 right now. We've got a bunch of skills that are ready to go. Crit to 16 would be a level. Inner fire to 24 would be a level. Vulnerable to 8 would be a level. So we got a lot of different stuff. Anti-bank is giving us 4 XP to a random skill. It just adds +4 to help us level up. But in return for that, the interest mechanics don't work for us in the game anymore. So it's an interesting trade-off. You get less skills but more levels. And we got to rely on this copy ninja to start kicking in. We didn't get a copy there. All right, let's take that. And then I think we'll take life source. We just need to start gaining health. We're at a measly 3,300 health on this guy. And we need to be at like 9K. We really need to get the health boosted. Hopefully with our level 15, we'll get the gigantification trait. And that'll help us become larger. Okay, this guy's in the same boat I am. He's got stuff, but he's only got 31. Oh my goodness, he's got the poison ultimate. He's got the poison ultimate. Now that went off and I just died instantly. 800 stacks of poison. 5 seconds into the combat. Once I get health, that's magic resistance and also more hit points. So that'll help me live through poison shenanigans a little bit better. Okay, we got level. Good, we got gigantification. More health. We'll reroll this crit stuff. Boiling tar. That'll get us a level. And then I think I don't want any of this. But this has got a health symbol on it. So we'll take it. Cremation will just stop the enemies from getting quite so many stacks of inner fire. Okay. Come on, big guy. Get in there. Almost. All right, we got it. We got it. No healing in this round. Okay, we stole some skills too. That's good. We got 3 more skills stolen. Easter egg. Body armor 200%. We're getting magic resistance from the health anyway. 400 hit points and 30 resistance for magic. So if we can also get physical attacks reduced, seems pretty good. We're not a very bursty build. I want preemptive shield, I really do. But we just got to keep beelining on health. Oof, 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 oof. All right, we'll take shields. Reroll this. That's more stuff that I don't want. All right, 4,100 hit points now. This evasion champ dodges the first 5 things that you throw at her. So right when that battle started, it looked like I was doing no damage at all. Oh man, we still lost. Okay. All right. Kind of going back and forth with winning and losing. We've got to get... Oh, man. When you deal damage, poison the enemy, or when you take damage. Let's do preemptive poison. I keep saying that I only want health, and then I see these skills that I feel like are too good to pass up. Let's take shield interfere. We'll get a few less shields. All right, this should be a good win. Come on, copy ninja. Copy, copy. We're at 60% probability for a copy. Let's go. Let's get a copy here. Nope. Denied. Okay. Well, inner fire and shield. Yep. Soulfire is going to get to the inner fire before me. Nothing I can do about that. Okay. Vulnerable is a level. So health or... Oh, man. How many unique shield skills do I have? 2, 4, 6, 8, 9. That is a lot of damage reduction. Yeah, I think we want that. I got to get into health skills. It's the same thing's happening that's happened to me before, where I'm not getting enough health skills on this guy, and I definitely need more health. Looks like we're doing okay here. Oh man, he took off in the middle there. Holy cow. All right, we're rapidly declining. We need a vulnerable to get level 20. Let's just focus on that. We'll take this. Judgment Day is the Inner Fire alt. I don't know if that's going to save us, but we'll wait for it. Okay, we're throwing all kinds of damage sources at this evasion champ. You know, a lot of misses, but some of it's hitting. Not enough. Not enough. All right, well, let's try to get level 20. Vulnerable will get us level 20. So we'll take that. And I think we may actually have to go. I think we may actually have to go for the attack speed boost here because we're just not. We're not bringing it together. We're not getting it. Not getting enough damage. And we'll take the preemptive shield to help. That'll get us to 24 shield. It'll buy us a little time right here at the start. Alright. We're throwing damage a little faster. Poison ult is on us. It's too much. Okay. One life. We're in our last life with this champ. And I honestly don't know what can save me here. I really don't. I really don't. It's the same thing that's happened to me before with a build like this where, you know, I'm trying to get levels, but then I end up getting just a little too much of everything and don't finish out my my health skill. And I really need to get him. We're at 5,700 health. It's way too low. It's way too low. Yeah, way too low. All right, so this build didn't work out. What's this, like 5th place for us? 4th place, 5th place, something like that? Yeah. Unfortunate. Okay. Well, Malachite didn't get there. Copy Ninja. Copy Ninja's a risk. I probably shouldn't have taken the second level up skill. You know, after taking Copy Ninja, I probably should have looked for a second artifact that helped my build more. Like a protein powder or something like that to give me extra hit points. Something that gave me just health skills. Yeah, I think I can't take 2 level up skill with him. All right. Let's do another one here. I'll probably do 2 more. I'll probably do this one and then 1 more. And we'll see how I'm feeling after that, if I still want to play more after that or not. Well, I said Malachite was my worst champion, so that out of the list of 5 that I have picked, that continues to be true. All right. Space Lab. All heroes start at level 5. Let's start out with a skill right away. No frost, no vulnerable, no spell, no health. Maybe I'll play this annoying Aloya character. This character's a little bit busted, but I'm actually not that good at playing the character. 3 of them. We got 3 Aloyas in the lobby. So basically this character's just got a little too much of something. They have the ability to get an extra drone that nobody else in the game can get. And again, drones share damage with your character. So when you've got 3 drones at the start and 1 that shows up at half-life, it's really powerful. Also has a really good ult Yeah, see, we get this right away. So we're level 5. We instantly get the extra drone. We'll start with 2 drones instead of 1. It's really strong. The ult on the character is also really good. It does magic damage. Most ults do like 150, 250 damage, something like that. This character's ult does 5 sources of 70 damage each. So the ult just starts out at 350 damage, which is saying something, you know. And then you can still build the character. You know, the whole character still works. The attacks, the character has good attributes. 50 attack damage, 0.9 attack speed is good. Evasion's not that great, but still got good armor and magic resistance. So there's something about this champ where the champ is just a little bit too good, and then the drones kind of put it over the top. And also have a good ult so you can build spell builds. I don't know, it's too much of everything good in one champ. I honestly think that if they left the mech stuff alone and just nerfed the heck out of the ult so that ultimate ability was a bad ult instead of a really good one, I think the character would be fine. Okay, shield skills, Gaze of the Elder. Gaze of the Elder is good, but I want a higher level one if I get one. So let's re-roll this. Learn from doing. That'll help us level up, but we have to win to do it. So this is once again then going to prompt us to go in here and buy all of the skills that we reasonably can. Go on a win streak and try to level up faster that way. Plague Brand, I think, probably not what we're looking for here. Healing Touch just to activate it. Healing Suppression, pretty good. I think we'll take Healing Suppression here. Attack Suppression, just stop people from hitting us hard. That's fine. Evasion skills, I really don't want. So we're stuck on 500. We didn't get to spend all of our money, but rather than pay for a reroll, I'm going to just go for the free reroll next turn. And again, we're going to look for some mech skills. All right, my 2 little mechs stayed alive for a while, but now that they're gone, he's probably got me. Yuki's another really strong early game champion. Like, just his kit, he's really good in the early game. We'll probably get him on this ult, though. Again, the ult's pretty strong with this guy. All right, so this will kick in. It'll give us experience somewhere. So we got 4 experience in Inner Fire to help us level that up faster. Okay, here we've got a mech skill. Routine maintenance is a really good mech skill. Wild Power I don't think is too bad. But maybe Cremation. Stop the enemies from getting Inner Fire. Maybe that's better. We can take this. Antidote we could take, sure, why not? Take a couple of those. And then we're back on mech again. All right, so we've bought all in, and we're doing everything we can to get these wins and get our 4 free experience every turn. That'll help us level up, and if we can out-level the other Anoyas, we're good. Okie doke. All right, we got another win, so we'll get more XP somewhere. Let's see where it throws it this time. All right. Toxin looks like. So we got a bunch of free levels in Toxin. Picking dead last. The mech went instantly. We'll probably be left with 2 evasion boxes by the time it gets to... No! All right. Inner Fire it is. Let's go. Pick up a couple. We got Cremation out of that too. It's not bad. Slow the enemies down. I'm gonna do my thing here. Well, maybe. Reroll this. Wow, it just keeps giving me skills that I can pick. All right, but let's let the next battle go, and then we'll collect interest into the next couple battles, and we'll see if we're in a position where we can stay. and collect interest for a few rounds. And then, you know, we'll have to make a burst and go for level 12. Or level 10, I mean. Get our next skill up. Okay. He also has the mech also has an ability within mech that says when one of your mechs is destroyed, you do damage to your enemy. And if you get all 3 levels in that, it does 1,000 damage. So I've seen burst damage versus burst damage builds where they come in and they burst the Loya, and then all 3 of the starting mechs get killed, and instantly like 3,000 damage comes across and they just die. They die from killing the mechs. It's pretty unreasonable. Oh, I'm a funky burb. He got funky. He did not get the initial extra mech. Interesting. All right. We have roasted the funky burb. We seem to be in pretty good shape. I think the ninja is the one, this Yuki is probably the one that can kill us. But I think after this, we can sit on some money. We can sit on some money. We'll take that skill. Oh boy. We won't be sitting on as much money as I thought. Healing touch. Do we take any healing stuff or do we just completely skip healing? I think we're going to skip healing on this character. We're just going to go for burst damage. We're either going to get them or they're going to get us, and that's it. Just go in with the roasters roasting. All right, K, I think, unfortunately, I don't know. I haven't seen something that people have built where I go, oh man, that's how you make K good. Just that champion feels so bad every time I play him. Crit skills. Let's re-roll this. Boxing gloves to give us another 60. Weaponry skills or bounty hunter. I think we'll just take bounty hunter. Try to keep the win streak going. All right, crit stuff. I don't know. Let's skip that. This guy is really just mech. We got to get mech stuff. Attack Tide wouldn't be bad here, but let's look for mech. Steady boost. Routine maintenance is too good. Gear rewind. Actually, we'll take emergency call first. Okay, we're at 830. We're fighting a equal opponent here. Pretty equal. All right, we got the better of them. They got their little mid-mech down. Our mechs are dead. We'll get our little mid-mech here. Oh, we didn't get a mid-mech. Oh, we didn't take that skill. I should have taken... I messed up. I messed up. I definitely should have taken the mid-mech instead of the early damage. Inner fire stacks, I don't mind that too much. Alright, looking for mech, looking for mech. Re-rolling. Re-rolling. Sit on 640 for right now. We'll make the mechs do extra damage. That seems like the best at the moment. We just got a beeline for 40 mech and get our ult, and that's just the way it is. But let's... We can't go on a losing streak, though. We've got to get Bounty Hunter paying off, or our middle artifact is doing nothing, right? So we got to get on a win streak here and stay on a win streak. There's a bunch of mech. There's 5 mech boxes. Okay. All right. It looks like there will be a mech box for sure for us. Good stuff. Good stuff. Apotheosis knows. Look, he's just sitting there. He's like, doesn't matter what I do. It's going to come to us anyway. All right, there we go. 24 mech. Yeah, I want to say, what are you droning on about? But I won't. I'll resist. When you take damage, put poison stacks on. I think we have to take antidote here, but I just want mech skills. Let's re-roll it. Let's re-roll it. Sit on 990. We'll re-roll this garbage. Although heal gets us a level, right? So maybe we do want to heal. Ooh, Yuki. Yuki just went bonkers on us. Ooh, wee. Danger Ninja. All right. Okay. Burst damage build. Plague Brand. Okay. Heaven Breaker, Infection, Frontline. Okay, we've got our extra mech. Now we've got some freedom. Collect interest? I don't think so. Boiling Tar. When you gain inner fire, give damage. All right, we got to stay on a win streak, right? We gotta make Bounty Hunter pay off here. We've only got 60 gold. Our middle artifact is being completely useless at the moment. We got to get this to pay off. Apotheosis says, what happens to my drones? Drone damage reduction plus 10%. Let's take that. Keep our drones alive longer. All right. We just want burst skills. Plague Source, all this is not burst. Evasion denying. Attack suppression. Evasion training. Let's reroll this. Gear rewind, there we go. Reroll this. More gear rewind. Okay. The gear rewind is our mech at half-life. This healer is going to out-heal us. Yep. The healer is a reliable way to beat Aloya. If you can get enough. Minus 70% healing, we'll put a damper on that, though. The best kind of burst there is. Stop the healing. We've got healing suppression 10% already, so if we can pick up a couple more of those, we will completely shut down. They seem to be additive, so if you get 30% on the healing suppression and 70% from Gaze of the Elder, I think that really is 0 healing. Gale's Sword, I don't want to be in. We just got to get to 40 mech, right? Revival Breath is not bad here, though. Healing is at 8. I don't know. We got to take some kind of skills here. What do we got here? Routine maintenance is too good. All right. We need to get our rare mech skills going. And it would be really good to start getting some, you know, getting the explosion on death skills and all that. Robust parts, virus code. Reroll anything that's not mech right now. Wind missile. Preemptive poison, though, that's helping us with our burst. All right. Yeah, because when we play against Yuki and characters like that, we just need to step onto the battlefield and annihilate them before they get us. So the skill that gives my drones boosted mana regen is huge. If we get that skill maxed out, those drones will just be going alt, 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 and it's so much damage. We got James here doing well. Apotheosis on James. Inner Fire, I think we take here. Boiling Tar. Start out with more stacks of Inner Fire at the start. That gets us to 24. It got us a level. We got a bunch of stuff here that could get us a level. I don't know if I want a level or not. All right, looking for mech stuff. Rerolling for mech stuff. Come on. Antidote. I'm going to take Antidote on the way by. Flying Shield is another damage source. I just want mech. I just want mech. Where are my rare mech skills? Alright, Aloya versus Aloya. Looks like my poison might be a deciding factor here. Oh boy. Oh boy. That's so close. That's so close. Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. Alright. More preemptive poison. I don't know, it's not bad. Looking for mech stuff, not finding it. The RNG hates me here. Alright. I just need, like, a few good mech skills to finish out here. I just need the emergency call or gear rewind or any of those rare skills. Need them. I need them to beat this healer. Okay, she doesn't have the ult. That's good. Okay, she's out of the game. Gaze of the Elder, minus 70% healing. She was surprised. She's like, why am I not healing back to full? This is not right. This never happens to me. Evasion denying will take weaponry stuff again. I guess we'll just take some weaponry stuff because that's all it's going to give us. Crit? You know, I don't want crit. I want my rare mech skills. This is ridiculous. Absolutely ridiculous. There we go. We got one. All right. James made us disappear remarkably quickly. We really need one more mech skill here. Oh, come on. One more mech skill. And if we find it now, we can't afford it. Alright, we'll get self-destruct next turn. We've still got 12 life to work with. Yuki's going to make our life bar disappear again. Oof. Oof. Alright. Well. Emergency call to finish out. It'll be the last skill that we get. We're up against Apo. If Apo hits us, he'll hit us for 7. So that's it. This is it. This is it. I don't think we'll get Apo. I think he gets us. But let's see. Let's see. Bang. Oof. Yo. Yo. Yo, I gotta go look at this Apo build. Inner Fire. No, he just built straight across the board. Weaponry, Inner Fire crit. Rare skills to get extra XP. Got all of his traits, got level 25. Woof. Off the hook with that James. Alright, so here's what we're going to do. I'm going to let this queue launch. Pick my champion. And after I pick my first artifact, depending on what that artifact is, I'm going to go to the restroom and take a break. Be back in like a minute. Let my character gain interest for a couple rounds. Jar Jar says, hi, Dio. I swear she was 18. Says, what game is this? Alpha League. I'm currently streaming Alpha League. I could change that, you know. We can go over here, and we can change this to Alpha League. Well, I guess we can't. We could change it. Alpha League. Save. Alright, now it'll show up as an Alpha League game. It's a little battler game. There's all kinds of cool little stuff. You can pick different characters. You can pick different cards with those characters. And then based on what's in and what's out of the arena, there's 12 skills. You can see here that 8 of them are available. 4 of them are banned for the arena. The arena here says every 3 seconds we're going to get poisoned for 100 stacks. So even though Toxin is out, everybody's going to be gaining 100 poison stacks. I'm going to play Alicia, the Frost-based champion. She's super powerful because her passive is actually a damage source. My opinion, I think this is the most powerful champion in the game. I know most people think Aloya is broken, and Aloya is pretty broken. But I think that Alicia is the character that I've been able to build where I say, I think if her build goes as planned, that she has the best final build in the game. My opinion. So I like me some Alicia. All right. Pick up some gold. Pick up a first frost skill for free. Look at that. Ice barrier is a frost skill. All right, I'm going to leave that up. We'll leave that up. We won't even re-roll it. We'll take it because it's got frost printed on it. Let us see what we get for an artifact. For an artifact, we're looking for anti-bank, barrel theory. Copy Ninja can be okay with Alicia. She's pretty powerful at the start. She's a pretty good, pretty powerful base champion. So I'm willing to take Copy Ninja on her. So we'll see. We'll see. Learn from doing. Learn from doing requires a win streak, but like I said, I think Alicia is fine to go for a win streak. Crystal Blood. Cremation stops them from getting inner fire, which is important. We'll take a couple of those. We'll take Healing Touch to activate healing things. We'll take Desperate Plea. We're really looking for some more frost skills here. I would really like to find Flame Surge. I really don't want any of this either. So I'm going to go to the restroom. I'll be back in like, a minute. All right, we're back. We got a little bit of inner fire picked up there, mostly because I don't want other people to get the inner fires. Okay, reroll this. Back to looking for frost stuff. We don't have to spend all of our money here, but we really want to be in a situation where we're winning, because we have to win to learn from doing, right? I don't know. Crystal blood. Is that probably I'll take it. We'll sit on 480. We'll try to build up to full interest over the course of a couple rounds here. Oh man. Oh man, she critted me with that ult. Her ult does physical damage and she got a crit. That was a big chunk of my life bar. Okay, we'll take Crystal Blood here. We'll take Shield Surge here because things like Ice Barrier only work if you actually give yourself a shield. Attack Suppression. Let's take it right now. We're fighting against ice. This is probably a loss. Level 3 Aloya, early game. I don't know if we've got enough damage to get through his mech fast enough. Yeah. Okay, as expected. I mean, that's what it is. Then, I think we got to spend down. We really have to learn by doing its thing. So I would love to stay and collect interest, but I think it's in our best interest to just make sure that we're getting our payouts. Attack Tide may be good here. Wild Power, it's probably better. Boiling Tar, when you take damage, gain inner fire. I don't mind that. Attack Suppression. Wild Power, I think, is better for us. Attack Suppression is really good. Okay, and we got a whole string of stuff. And then Radar Malfunction, I think we do have to take. Because eventually we got to fight into that Aloya, right? And making their mechs more vulnerable. All right, we just got +4 experience into evasion, so that's good. Gaze of the Elder. Gaze of the Elder on 2. Second artifact. Yeah, I think we're okay. I think we're okay with that. We will take the Radar Malfunction. I don't want any of this. I don't want any of that. Frost gets us a level. No, I don't want any of it. I don't want much healing on this character. I really want to get her to her, level 20 with this character is the thing that we need to do, right? We just need to get to level 20. The skills that we pick up aren't even that important. Oh, wow. Look at all these inner fire damage balls going at her. All those little red fireballs are this inner fire thing that says when you gain a stack of inner fire, there's a chance to deal physical damage. Those are all the instances of physical damage flying across the board. We'll take Cold Crystal first. When our passive does damage, it does 20 damage. Now it does an additional 40% of frost stacks. Oh, I don't want this either. I don't think crit denying's that big of a deal. Dodge or crit is damage. It's not that big of a deal. Oof. I really don't want to be sitting on this much money, but that's going to be how it is. Yeah, it wouldn't have mattered. Pants Scrapper's building mech. Look at this. Oh, I guess he's only got one in mech. Huh. Attack speed boost from ultimate skill. I don't know. Man, he wrecked me though. All right. I don't think there's any chance that frost makes it all the way to us. If I could pick up that frost, it would be great. Yeah, no. Inner fire's here at the end. Fine, we'll take inner fire. We got some decent inner fire skills. So, ooh, cremation. Got another cremation. That's good. Stopping them from gaining inner fires. Well, more garbage we don't want. I'm going to pay to re-roll it this time. Frost trap gets us a level. Wow. This random number generator does hate me. Radar malfunction we got to take. Revival breath we'll take. Gale sword we're going to take. Attack suppression we're going to take. All right. Let's try to get back to winning. No, this looks like a loss too. This healer's going to heal too much. Even through our Gaze of the Elder, we're giving her minus 50% healing. And that was still almost a loss for us. Okay. Anti-freezing is really good, but we've got a bunch of inner fire. More attack suppression. I'll take it. This can increase our inner fire damage. We really need to get frost. We really need to get a lot more frost. So I'll take this inner fire to get me to level 24 inner fire. And then I really have to just look for frost skills for the next like 10 turns. All right. Coming and going. He's doing a bunch of damage to us with shields. We're doing a bunch of damage with inner fire stacks. Fine. Only level 7. Like our 24 experience has really been diluted. It's like all across everything. Okay. Increase the damage that that's doing. It's plus a level. Iceblade Storm has frost on it. We're going to re-roll this garbage. All right. Crystal Shard has frost on it. We're just going to click on it next turn. We just got to get frost skills in here. Get frost up to at least 24. I would love at level 10 if we got the, plus 5 times level stacks of frost. That's really what we need for control here. Death Race, Blood Trial. Oof, I don't like any of that. Easter Egg. All in gives us 100 gold, but we can be spent all in every turn. Gaze of the Elder is nice, but we've already got one. So let's just go all in. And let's find these frost skills. Preemptive Frost. Cremation is a type. Judgment Day. I mean, if it's going to give us an alt, we're going to take it, right? Not an alt, but a finisher. I don't know what you'd call that. Artifact. What? Let's take a look. Let's see if it's actually got a name. Oh, Frenzy. Level max. Yeah, okay. I don't know. I don't think it specifically has a name. All right. We got to get to level 20 for this build to go off, guys. Got to get to level 20. Judgment Day will take. Looking for frost stuff now. Looking for frost. We're going to sit on this. I'm not going to pay to re-roll it. We've got 280 in the bank. I'm on a losing streak. There's a whole lot of things that are bad here. If we can get a win, oh man, this is going to be rough. Oof. Yeah. Yep. All right. All right. We've really got to get more frost skills. We got to get level 10. I think level 10 is even more important than frost skills right now, but Let's see if we can pick something good up on the carousel. We're going to be up toward the top, probably in the first or second pack picking from this carousel. There is a frost. Okay. Okay, we're able to pick up a frost. That's going to help a lot. We're at 18 frost now. We could pay to re-roll this. Preemptive frost, I think, is... we really want to control from the beginning. Okay. 2 shield gets us a level. Weaponry gets us a level. This garbage doesn't give us a level. Frost. Healing suppression. We've already got a bunch, but let's keep stacking it. Let's level up. Okay, we got Snowmaker. All right, that's going to be a lot more. It's going to be 50 more stacks of frost every time the passive goes off. Oof. Nice. We're keeping her up around 250 frost. Oh, man. Whew. Barely won that. Barely won that. Barely won it. 28 off of Learn From Doing. We're going to pay to re-roll this. Anti-freezing, I think, is going to be better for us. Preemptive shield. I don't want any of this. Re-roll it. Evasion denying. Re-roll it. Re-roll it. Boiling tar. Let's go ahead and get those stacks right at the start of the battle, because enemies will be putting preemptive frost on us. So basically we're just looking to cancel their frost with our inner fires right from the start. And if they can't cancel it, that's fine by us too. Okay, we got crit. That leveled up crit for us. Even in the battles we're winning, we're barely winning. Getting frost to 24 is going to help. Okay, anti-freezing, good. Frost 23. There's frost 24. Weaponry, I don't think I want anything from weaponry. I mean, I want it, but I just don't want to spend the money. Revival. We just got to get frost skills here, guys. Come on. And this will get us a drone on the way down. There's Snow Avalanche. That's the finisher for frost. So that's pretty good. Now we got another damage source. We can just... We've got Judgment Day for inner fire. We've got Snow Avalanche. So even though we're not frosting these characters up as much as I want to, we are getting some damage sources coming in. We got to 16 on attack. Healing. Taking healing to 16 gets us a level, which also gets us another skill. I'm going to make the passive trigger faster. Attacks doing the passive is awesome, but if we get frosted ourselves for a lot, then of course we're not getting a lot of our passive, or we're not getting a lot of attacks to trigger our passive. So in this particular arena, if we look at these characters, we've got quite a few people building frost. So I think it's a risk. Okay, healing light spear seems okay. Wind missile is another damage source. Maybe I'm okay. Steady boost is mech. It's another level. Gear rewind is just a bigger speed bump on the way down. And then we're offered more stuff. Okay, she did Sky Splitter Slash, which does half our life right at the start. But it was divided between us and our drone. So it looked like only a quarter of our life. Okay, Preemptive Frost got leveled up. Crystal Blade. 35 Frost. That's feeling pretty good now. Do Steady Boost. Iron Skin, reduced damage. I think we've got enough damage. Taking less seems nice. Maybe get Frost all the way. Flying Shield's another damage source. We'll take that. Okay. I don't know if we'll make it to level 20. Oh, wow. Okay, so the Sky Splitter Slash somehow went off before our mech flew down. So we took full half-life from that. And then our mech, like, drifted in later. Ice Barrier, Flying Shield. It's another damage source. Iron Skin. How many shield skills do we have? 2, 4, 6, 7. Yeah, I like it here. Sure. Take it all the way up. Sure, why not? Okay. And then we'll be able to get some more Frost skills. All right, stack it up. 800 Frost on her, 600, 500, 600. So every time the passive triggers, it's doing plus 40%. Let's say on an average of 500. So it's an extra 200 damage. So I'm doing 220 damage every 0.6 seconds. That's a lot of damage. And the ult for the Frost is doing 40% of Frost stacks as damage. So that would be another, or I'm sorry, maybe it's even more than that. No, it's a lot more than that. Library, skills, Frost. 4 times the stacks of enemy Frost, so 2,000 damage per hit at 500 stacks. That's a lot of cows. All right, I'm still into it. I'm still in the mood to play. Alicia, I proposed to be a powerful champion and piloted it to first place. That's good. Lost Holy Land. Everybody heals 10% every 5 seconds. Health champions are in. Frost is in. Vulnerable's in. Toxin's in. This is a really good Helsing. Actually, any of these 3 champions would work. I feel like Jenny is also one of the most powerful champions in the game, but I struggle to pilot her correctly. It's strange. But, yeah, I get a lot of healing. Like in this one, I would probably build heal and, I don't know, like Frost for control and a little bit of poison for damage. And then, tons of healing. But I can't seem to get it to work out. Like, heal and shield can often be really good. Heal evasion I've played successfully before. But in this setup, I mean, I feel like wife have her. I stole your wife. Thanks. Have fun. He's a wife haver. Maybe I have his wife. How does he know? Is he looking at her right now? We'll find out. And if he doesn't like to joke around, he won't joke around and he'll say something serious like, this serious comment. 01. Let's take attack suppression. Maybe it'll help us lose a little less. Wow, okay. All right. Doesn't look like he's having too much fun with that. Former wife haver says Karen. So somebody thinks it's funny at least. That's good. All right. Attack suppression is helping me take a lot less damage. Look at this. I'm taking 5 damage from his attacks instead of 25. So that's going to actually let us win this first battle here. Maybe? Maybe. His ult is way too good. He'll get the ult off right as it goes to 0 and we'll do... Yeah, come on. Come on. Oh, I hate Aloya so much. What a stupid champ. Okay, leveling. We got a level. Barrel Theory. Perfect. Perfect. Barrel Theory just gives you 2 experience to your lowest experience. So as soon as we kick over to this card, you'll see Inner Fire go to 2, and that's going to help us level up Helsing. What Barrel Theory does in real terms in the game, it doesn't really help you in the early game at all. But in the mid game, there's a point like right around where you would normally get to level 5, and with Barrel Theory, you get to level 5 about the same time. But by then, like all of these other skills that you're not working on will have filled up to 6, and you go from 5 to 10 like 2 rounds later. So Barrel Theory is interesting. It gives you a jump from level 5 to level 10 quite quickly. And then the exact same thing happens. You'll get to level 15 faster than most other champs. But like, let's say about the time you would normally get level 10 or 11, you'll be close to 15. And then you'll go from 15 to 20 very quickly. So, or at least that's like the practical application of how Barrel Theory has worked for me. All right, and we're sitting on money and you know, having a lose streak, and that's typical Helsing stuff. This is nice. Crushing Force will definitely take, but I'm going to sit on 1,070 gold and go for full interest for sure. For sure. All right. The nice thing about lose streaks at the start, if there is a nice thing to be had, I mean, the first thing is you're not losing much life if you're losing right at the start of the game. So we've lost 2 battles, and we're still at 27 life. If we lose this battle, we'll lose 2, we'll be at 25. But if we lose 3 in a row right here at the start, it does mean that we get to pick first on this first carousel. And being able to pick like vulnerable and get 3 vulnerable skills off the carousel is more important than you think. Like being able to pick first on the first carousel is a pretty big deal. And we don't get it. We don't get it. We don't get anything good. I'm going to take Toxin because eventually we're going to want Toxin. So I'm going to go ahead and take Poison. Yoink. This person, Cairn, I think it's Cairn. I see them in here a lot too. Another good player. Anti-freezing, Frozen Touch. Frost Plague is our burst. Let's just stick with what we know. Healing Suppression is just... It's what makes burst stick. What is this garbage? Do I want Steady Boost here? I think Steady Boost is actually not bad. I think it's not bad. Gets us 10% attack speed. I think that's probably better than the other options there. Okay, lose streak up to 4 here. Very, very typical stuff for a Helsing build. Like I said, I usually lose like 6 or 7 before I turn it around. Okay, Plague Brand, Corruption Breath. I think we'll take the Corruption Breath. Get a little more Toxin. We'll re-roll this. I really would like to find some vulnerable skills on this champion. We'll take Anti-Freezing for what it's worth. Frost Giant seems fine. Healing Touch can activate healing stuff for us later if we get other skills we want, so we'll do that. Healing Touch only heals for 10 hit points, but all the skills that say, you know, when you heal, gain shield, or when you heal, apply curse, all that stuff. If you just take one of those skills just to activate it, it's a source of healing. It'll trigger the other stuff. So that's why, you know, even though this build is not going to be healing, in order to turn this around, we have to be able to get all those triggers. All right, killing a monster here. I think we're strong enough to kill the monster. I hope we don't lose to the monster here. Okay, that's got, ooh, Desperate Plea, Crystal Blood. Look at this, we're going even with the monster. Get an ult off. All right, we made it. Phew. You lose like 500 gold if you fail with that monster. Heal is sure. We'll take attack suppression again. It's not something that we want long term, but we've got to get, you know, we've got to get the turnaround. Steady boost again. Attack suppression again. It is not wanting to give us any vulnerable skills. Helsing runs on vulnerable skills, and we're not getting any of them. So we got a bunch of stuff at 7 though, a bunch of stuff down here at 4. So you guys will see pretty soon here we'll start clicking off levels, and we'll go from level 1 to like 5 to 10 in a hurry. Loot Master, I don't mind. Copy Ninja, again, we have to get turned around to a win streak before Copy Ninja is relevant. So I think we just take Loot Master, and then the next time we're on the carousel, we get 5 extra skills. That's quite a lot. All right, there's a vulnerable finally. Take that. Life Plunder is a form of burst damage. Stealing 5 life from your opponent is the same as doing damage. Radar Malfunction. Kieran's got 2 secret books in Aloya. We probably need to buy that. Uh-oh. Mirror match. We're going to lose to the other Helsing. Okay. I think we've got one more loss in our future. Let's see who we fight next. Let's see who our next opponent is. Kieran. So we're going to fight against that Aloya. All right, we'll take the Radar Malfunction. All the skills we have are at level 7. Look at this. It's crazy. All right. Cold Wound or Death Touch? I think Death Touch is probably better. Let's re-roll this garbage. Self-healing. Anti-freezing. Ice Blade Storm's another source of frost. We'll grab Colin's Apple. So now our basic attacks are going to start putting vulnerable stacks on, and that's really going to help us assure that we keep vulnerable stacks on the opponent. Okay, after 7 losses in a row, we've turned it around. We went from level 1 to level 6 in like 2 turns, or maybe even 1 turn. I'm not entirely sure. But we'll go from 6 to 10 pretty quickly now too. All right. We're pretty early on the carousel here. I don't know what I want though. Maybe Frost? Maybe Frost? That's a ton of Frost. Because we got the 5 extra skill Loot Master thing. Alright, that's a bunch of Frost. I think we got to take the Radar Malfunction. Magic damage is a source of damage. Let's take it. And I'm going to sit on 1060. I think we've turned it around. I think at this point we're going to be winning against a lot of opponents. I really want to look for vulnerable stuff. I really want to keep my money high so that we can keep the skills rolling in. Not in a hurry. Ooh, Alicia's going to beat us though. Oh, we got off an alt. We did some good damage. She's got the mid-mech. Ooh, we carved through that pretty quickly. Man, things are coming together. All right. Those little frost skills helped us out. Okay, death touch here. Healing light spear. When you heal, there's a chance to deal damage versus healing suppression. I think we got to take the damage source just to activate it. What we want with a vulnerable build is we want all kinds of little damage sources. Anything that we can find that's doing damage, so that when the vulnerable stacks up, it decays every second. But if we've got all these little things coming in, always doing a bunch of little sources of damage, when that vulnerable hits, they take a bunch of damage, and this amplifies the damage that they take from each source. So it's the way to make best use of your vulnerable. So activate all of the little things like, where is it? So like the inner fire skill here says when you get healed, put inner fire on. Plague brand says when you settle poison, do extra poison. Frostfire storm, do combined damage of inner fire and frost for a minimum of 30 damage. So that's just shooting out these little damage sources. Spear of healing, anti-freezing I think is best for us. Frostfire storm we definitely want. Boiling tar, let's try. Antidote, plague brand. Plague brand is part of our burst. Okay. Needed to try to get all that stuff. I looked at my phone, what happened? I ooked at my phone. All right, so barrel theory did exactly what. Gatling gun for attack boost. So we've already got the basic attacks do vulnerable. There is frost, but I don't think a lot of people are building frost. Of course, the Frost Champion's building frost. Wifehaver's building frost. Okay, so maybe that's not great. Let's take the Easter egg. We'll get a free alt of some skill. See what that is. Okay, we don't want any of this. More vulnerable stuff. We just need to keep stacking vulnerable. Radar malfunction we'll take against the Aloyas. Flame surge, not bad to just activate. We don't need any of this stuff. Actually, life flower's not bad. Okay, so we'll sit on 760 gold now. And we've got another radar malfunction next turn. I don't want to pass those up because by the time you get to the end game, if Aloya's the character that makes it to the end game, you really want to be able to burst down those mechs. So we'll keep taking the radar malfunction wherever we find it. I'm going to spend preemptive pain, part of our thing. When you gain inner fire, deal damage. It's another damage source. Life plunder is a type of damage. Healing suppression is a thing that we click on. Let's leave it at that for a minute. Okay, we're against the healer. The healer's somehow still healing up. We've got so much healing suppression. What do we got? Third level? Healing suppression? Level 3, yeah. So 30% less healing, and that life bar just like zooms straight to full. Okay, what do we want here? I want vulnerable, if I'm able to get it. Yeah. That's a lot of vulnerables too. Remember, we got +5. So we got 5 from the skill and then +5 from Loot Master. So 10 vulnerable skills we picked up right there. Pretty fantastic. Revival Breath is another source of healing. Yeah, we'll take it. Preemptive Poison. Curse formation. And we're going to wait and reroll this next turn. Devour Fear is good. Got Poison Blast, so we got the Poison Ultimate. That happens at 5 seconds. There's not many of these battles that are going to go to 5 seconds. Yeah, so that egg is wasted. It's a complete waste of an ultimate ability in this particular case. I literally think everything else would have been fine. That's the one thing that's just useless to us, because we're going to burst people down before 5 seconds. I suppose if somebody lives through it, that's not bad. Gear Rewind, I don't mind Gear Rewind here, because if we get bursted down, it's a little bit of a speed bump. Plague Brand, I think we can take. Frost Plague, Preemptive Pain. So all of that's part of our burst, right? Just put a bunch of Toxin and Vulnerable and just trigger all kinds of... so we put the Vulnerable on them at the start, and you saw there was just so many little sources of damage coming in. The life bar is just like chunk, 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 out. She cleanses all of that nonsense when she gets to her ult. So luckily we didn't have to deal with that. We're going to gain a level in health, which will get us 18. And then a Frost will get us a level. Oh, we just got it. Whatever we needed, we just got. Ultimate skill, 30 times level. Boy. There's something I could do here that's like super risky. I don't know. I'm tempted to do it though. So if this Crunch Mech beats us, then I'm going to actually take the evasion skill. Okay, he didn't beat us. All right. We've got 3 skills to select from. 50% evasion, but you lose 100% magic resist. It's really risky. But yeah, we could just take the ultimate, does more damage. Probably in most of these battles. And the idea is not to get to the ultimate. Life Plunder is a form of burst. Preemptive Pain to 600. That's Radar Malfunction to 60%. And then we get another Preemptive Poison. Woo! Lots of stuff to burst. Okay, here you go. Chunk, chunk, chunk. Gone. See ya. Level 20 Helsing, y'all. Not even close to getting to the ult. Look at that, 50%. 50% of mana. Preemptive Poison, let's go. When drones are destroyed, do extra damage. More damage sources? Yes, please. Okay, and then we get more curse here. Probably Cold Wound. Just try to trigger more frost stacks. All right, here we are against Crunch Mech. Oof. He's only at 3,800 life. That's rough. We're going to grab Vulnerable here. Oh, so much Vulnerable. And also that means we're going to have access to our Vulnerable ult now, Death Erosion. We got it out of the box. We got Death Erosion from that pickup. Nice. That is fantastic. Curse Formation to max. Please. Life Plunder to max. Oh dear. Oh dear. His life bar is going to disappear in 2 seconds. It's going to just go chunk, chunk, done. Chunk, chunk. I lied. He's got the healing ult. He lasted a lot longer than I thought. Okay. Okay. But still. It was pretty fast. There definitely wasn't time for the poison ult to go off. Yeah, 20 20-point win with Helsing. I think this will be the last game that I play, and then I'm going to go do some other stuff. Frick Frack Patty Wax is not going to hang around since it's not SWGOH, but I'll drop a like on my way out. All right. Well, thank you. I probably missed that comment when it was relevant, but appreciate it. Appreciate any like I can get. All right. All right, so Alicia we've won with, Helsing we've won with. I tried Malachite to not much success. Aloya I'm just not that great with. I think Aloya and James, the mistake that I make, I like leveling up characters, and it's kind of like my style to try to pick up good skills. But I think James and Aloya both really you just have to beeline their one skill. So like James, what happens if you start leveling up skills, the game starts offering you rare skills frequently for anything that's over 16. So what happens is if you level up a bunch of different skills, you keep getting offered those skills with their rare skills. And for me, some of those rare skills are really good and it feels kind of hard to pass on. And then I end up in this situation where I dilute the build. Whereas if you just focus, I'm not going to play Helsing again. Let's see if we can find Asuka. Oh, look at that. There she is. I'm playing a Asuka game just for funsies. Let's go. Got to practice this champ. But I think for those two champs, like James is really good, but I don't do well with him. Aloya is really good, but I don't do well with her. And I think it's because you just need to focus on their one skill so that every time it comes up, you just reroll until you're offered the rare skill for weaponry for James. And just get that to like the level 24 or higher before you look at any other skill sets. So I think that's the way to play those characters. I just haven't had enough time to specifically practice it and figure out the right artifacts and all that. Spell Vamp, mana regen, or 80 stacks of random debuff. What I like with her, I think the mana regen one is weak, and the ones that affect her little fire things are good. So if we look at the traits for Asuka, like the Spell Vamp one ain't that great, but increasing the amount of Foxfires, doing more damage, gaining magic resistance. If you gain that one early Pluviophile, you gain 10 magic resistance for every 100 mana that you gain. You just go into the final rounds, and you have like I had it up to 700 and something magic resistance, which is 90% magic resist, and my opponent at the end was the other mage, Merlina, this character, and she did a lightning bolt on me, and it did like the corner of my health bar for a lightning bolt because I took 90% reduced damage from it. That was insane. So let's hope we get that at 10. All right. Vulnerable skills. Follow the Tide is pretty good, but I really want to level up skill here. So let's look for a level up skill. Reroll cost is skyrocketing, so we're going to have to take whatever we get at this point. Oof. Brutal. Brutal. I couldn't get a level up skill. All right, I'm going to quit wasting rerolls, artifact rerolls. Let's pick up this. Oh. And it gives me a bunch more spellbook stuff. Okay. Yeah, we're going to sit on money. We got to get to rare skills, which means we really have to focus on spells only. So let's just get to rare spell skills and figure it out from there. Healing would be good. We can't do like an attack-based build. I've done attack-based builds with her before, but there's evasion champion there. There's a frost-based champion here. Building around attacks just isn't going to work. So we just want levels on this character, and we want the ultimate to be our reliable source of killing the enemies. Just do the ultimate, get a bunch of damage. Vulnerable would be good for that. We'll activate all that stuff so when we do a spell, they'll get frost and toxin and vulnerables on them by the end of the build. Take that one. Whew, Curse Surge isn't bad. But let's focus. Let's focus on spells. There we go. We'll have the Toxin Magic Ball to buy next round. Set on 1,000 gold. We got Early Graduation, which is really bad to have to take in the first slot. I like it in the second or third slot. I do not like it in the first slot. But it's like the only thing even remotely. I should have just taken the boat. The boat gives you 700 gold. I mean, that's probably good enough. But I wasted some rerolls. Hoping to get an anti-bank or a barrel theory, which I love to level up characters with. Oh boy! Oh boy. We're somehow on a win streak. That was so close. She was at a slice of life and did the ult. Oof. Alright. I don't expect a win streak out of this character early. So we're picking dead last. Looks like we're going to get attack. There's just like a bunch of boxes of attack. I don't mind any of it. I would take health. I would take any of it. It's fine. Okay, so attack boxes are what's left. We'll take weaponry. I don't mind. Again, I need all these things to level up so that I can get character levels. So, oh, we even got a spell out of it. That was nice. Heal Spring, I think, is too good to pass up. Heal on ult. Frost on ult is probably better. Oh, wow. It's given us lots of spell books. Okay. You know what? Be patient. We will wait patiently. In order to make this pay off, we got to buy as many spell skills as we can, so we need money, we need interest. If we get a good second artifact to help us level, that would be great. And then early bird will start to, or early graduation will start to look much better. Okay, I'd love to get extra frost or extra foxfires. Get +2 foxfires. That would be great to have second. Or the one where it does an extra, X times level. Either one of those would be good. We'll reroll the evasion stuff. Anti-freezing. Frost prevents me gaining mana. So we're going to take the anti-freezings. Self-healing body. I think we're going to pick that up now. Mana drain I want. I would rather prevent my enemies getting their ult as opposed to getting my own faster. I know that sounds weird, but alright, she's dodging everything. Or she's got attack suppression. Look at that. Her attack suppression is so high that my basic attacks can't do damage to her. That's fantastic. Alright. So, let's just see if we can get... see if we can get one more ult off and make it happen. But we did not. Did not happen. Okay. Fight the monster. Alrighty. Nice. We get the all kinds of stacks of stuff. 80 stacks of a random debuff for each one of my foxfires. It's not that good. It's really not that good. But also not bad. Attack Tide, Devouring Blade. I don't want any of this stuff. Spell Sharp, I think, is good. Healing, I think, is probably the best for us. I don't mind Crushing Force here. More spellbook stuff. More spell stuff. Do I just want the health? I may just want the health, but let's see. Let's wait. Oh boy, we're getting crushed here. There'll be 3 losses in a row. Be 5 damage too. That's going to be a big hit. From Muddy San, undefeated. 30 life, on fire with his Moriarty. Okay, Warlock exercises, magic resistance. You know, I don't mind that. 120 magic resistance. I want to level the character up, but I don't mind that. All right. Vitality burst will just take the life. Let's look for spell stuff, more spell stuff. I really don't want any of this. Healing Spring again. Attack suppression I like. Cold wound let's take. Okay. Now we got to start looking at levels. Oh, we're still a long way off from leveling up. All right, a few more losses here. Probably go to like 6 losses. We're at 3 now. And then we'll have to spend the money and go to start winning. Okay, what I think probably a little bit of toxin and vulnerable stuff would be better here. Start getting some sources of damage. Take spell. Hex is too good to pass up. It doesn't help us here though. It's not going to get us a level. It's not going to get us a win. So we'll just sit on the 80 gold. Collect interest. We're going to collect interest for 2 more rounds. And then we're going to spend down. This will be 4 damage if we lose. And then we'll be at the point where we really can't afford to keep losing. We do get quite a bit of healing on the alt. We've got like, what, 180 or something like that. That's not going to be enough. All right. All right, we pick second. There's no spell. I think we take healing here. Oh, that's nice. We got more healing spring out of that. We got some healing suppression, bloody curse. I don't mind any of that stuff. It's pretty good. All right, let's buy that hex. 1 or 2 more battles. Who do we fight next? Infinite Calm. That's only 2 if we lose. Let's keep full interest. Actually, 2 spells would get me another level here. You know what? Patience. Patience, patience. We'll start buying those rare skills, getting this early graduation to kick in, get to our arcane ultimate soon. That's the goal. That's what we're hoping that this is going to look like. And then at level 9, it's taken us a long time to level up, so Pluviophile I don't think is good. I'll take the extra Foxfires. I'll even take the extra mana at this point. Okay, Spell Sharpness. Reroll this. Healing Suppression. There's another spell book. Mana Spring to get us more mana. And a level. Spell Vamp, Foxfire amount. We get +2 Foxfires. That's good. And then this is it. This will be the last round that we can afford to lose. So we'll probably lose here. It's fine. But then we really got to go for a win streak. Okay. That was our first win. Now we have to make that a thing. This will get us a level. This is not bad for us to get some control. Okay. Vitality Burst is just hit points. We're at 2140 hit points. Health would level us up. I don't mind. Oh, we got health leveled up anyway. Let's take it. Preemptive Frost, Frost Counter, Blade, Spell, Arcane Storm. Let's go. So now we're going to start the fight with an alt. And that should be pretty good, right? Start the fight with an alt. Get 5 Foxfires headed their direction. A bunch of little instances of damage. And every one of those Foxfires is putting on 80 random debuffs of some kind. Oh, we're going to lose. Oh, that was so close. That was so close. I saw it coming. It was, 200 armor. I don't mind that. All right, so we've got the talisman against magic resist, and then we've got armor. Yeah, I don't mind that. Let's do life plunder, anti-freezing. Self-healing body, spellbook, more spellbook. 200 gold. We can still claim interest. Healing, health, all of those things. We're close to leveling up. So we really need to pick something here. Healing and health will get us to 16. That'll get us a level. So we've really got to look at getting a level now. Oh, this is going to be 6 damage. Ouch. We're on 2 life. So we'll get level 15. And we got to go for a miracle at that point. Let's see. Healing and health. There's another health. That'll get us a level. We'll take the spell vamp on 9th tail. And I think we'll start stacking health maybe. All right, here we go. Or probably just get to spell. You know what? We should just reroll and focus on spell stuff to get mana faster and just constantly do alts and hexes. So that's it. We're going to focus on, we've done enough. Grab spell here. Grab another level of hex. Mana spring. All good stuff. So we're just going to re-roll this. We're not going to take any of the health stuff. Another 5% health would be good. Another damage source would be good. I really like it, but let's focus on what got us here, right? Vitality burst. It's just health. Let's pass on it. Self-healing body, revival breath. I don't mind getting some more healing. And then we can take light spear as another damage source. All right, here we go. Sheep, 5 magic, foxfires, healing, sheep, spell vamp. Let's go. Oof. Okay. And for our last skill, if we can get to level 20, we'll increase the damage of our foxfires by a lot. So healing to 24 gets us a level. Vulnerable to 8 gets us a level. And something else. Maybe toxin? Maybe evasion. Maybe we got to get evasion. Oof, that's weird, but maybe what has to happen. Corruption breath. Revival, I don't know. It's all stuff that I really don't want. Okay. First set of Foxfires is in. Oh man, we're not healing nearly fast enough. 602 poisons. Close. But no cigar. Yeah, we really needed to get to level 20. And we didn't get a level skill. You know, we didn't get... I wasted all my money on the re-rolling like 5 times on the start. And we didn't get a if we got to level 20, I think we'd have had that. All right, that's going to wrap it up for me. I'm going to be done there for the day. For those that are still hanging out with me, I appreciate y'all. For those who are watching it later, let me know in the comments if you like this Alpha League stuff. If you're an Alpha League player watching it, just let me know. Because if nobody from Alpha League's watching it, then it's no reason for me to keep doing these streams. But yeah, so thank you all for watching. Please remember to hit the like button on the way out if you didn't hit it on the way in. Subscribe to my channel, do all that good stuff. And we'll see you in the next Holocron.